Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Sanity stream, the place where you go to gain a little bit of your sanity back in what has become a minefield known as U.S. American politics. I have a really spicy show for the Cold Factory today. We're going to be talking about a white man walking down the street and being attacked for the criminal violation of, that's right, being white. We're going to be going into big tech censoring things. Not really a story, but we will highlight it. Going to be talking about Kamala Harris and the wonderful criminals that she helped get bailed out of jail and what exactly they did. We're going to be going into COVID numbers and a change from the CDC that really is going to change the interpretation of what's going on in America right now in terms of the pandemic. And we're also going to be highlighting a very quintessential moment of the Joe Biden speech today where there is a glitch when things get very spicy. With that said, let's get straight into the show. First thing I'm going to be talking about here is a clip. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but I will show to a point. This is a white man. This original post was posted by a man known as Trey Savage _ on Instagram, where he uses the hashtag White Lives Do Not Matter. This is the video that was pulled from his Instagram. This seems to be happening in Baltimore, Maryland, from the information that I've gathered so far. Let's take a look at the video and see exactly what happens. I'm going to stop it right there. Obviously, I've had a lot of my YouTube videos hitting the 18 plus going on right now, so hopefully this gets through. With that said, if you want to watch the full video, the post was originally by Brittany3L, I believe, on Twitter. If you want to check out the entire video, it is insane what is going on right now. Let me highlight exactly what was said on the Instagram post by Trey Savage. Young man, you got knocked the blank out. Blank, you bet not run. Unk tried to kill yo. Explore page, explore, Baltimore, pray for Unk. White lives do not matter. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Now white people are simply being targeted in the streets for the criminal act of, that's right, being white. This is absolutely insane. And, this whole narrative that's being pushed by the left right now is that black people can't be racist, Hispanic people can't be racist, Asian people can't be racist. Apparently, the only people on earth that can be racist are white people. But yet, here you have a man right here who is being targeted because of the color of his skin. Martin Luther King, the man that Black Lives Matter stands on the shoulders of and claims how tolerant they are, this is what's happening right now. This is Black Lives Matter. Burning, looting, and murdering, and targeting people because of the color of their skin. Democrats have not changed. This is the KKK all over again. A Klan with a tan. Doesn't matter what your skin color is. The fact that you are attacking people, innocent people, and hitting them in the head with a brick, this is murder. Not only the brick to the head, but if you watch the full video, the man goes down like a heap of bricks, and no pun intended, and just hits the ground head first. This is a dad, most likely, a father, a family man, just walking around, taking a stroll around the neighborhood. And then the next thing you know, he has a brick to the back of the head for the criminal and most evil deed of being a white man. They say that history repeats itself. Is that what this is? Because of the KKK members of the 1930s and the 3,150 black men that were lynched in that 100-year period? Is this vengeance for those people? Because this is a young guy. This is a young man who is coming up here with the brick. He never experienced slavery. He never experienced the KKK. He never experienced Jim Crow. And yet he's going to go out of his way to target an innocent man because of the color of his skin. I honestly, with Trump supporters getting killed, it's just a natural evolution that now it's simply going to be, hey, you're white, so you must be evil. This is absolutely disgusting. This is nuts. White lives do not matter. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Absolutely insane, but hey, welcome to 2020, guys. If you are white and you are a man, or if you're white, if you're a woman, if you're just white in general, good luck. This is insane. This must be stopped. We're going to go in here real briefly. I'm going to be talking about this. This was listed yesterday about Google. Now, Google's algorithm will go and try to auto-correct things for you. So this is, what I'm going to show here is August 30th. And if you were to type August 30th, BLM is, what are the top things you get? Out of control, funded by, a front, a shell company, a corporation, a Marxist organization, Marxist train, Marxist movement. Now if you go to do it, it says BLM Israel, BLM issues. Why is that, Google? And for those of you, if you're still using Google, you're living by technology era. You are in the Stone Age. Use DuckDuckGo. I highly recommend DuckDuckGo.com. You will get a much more clearer view of the world on both sides of the political spectrum. You will no longer be fed this narrative and total lie that the media consistently presents on a daily basis. Highly recommend you use DuckDuckGo because look at this. I mean, this is insane. Obviously, Google's algorithm says that, hey, this is what people are looking for, so this is what I'm going to search out. And then somebody manually went in and changed it. It's all political, guys. Google donated millions of dollars to Hillary Clinton last time around. It's very clear they're in the Dems' pockets, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows that big tech is at this point. It's Silicon Valley. Another quick story, Kamala Harris, the wonderful woman who got eviscerated by Tulsi Gabbard. I could rewatch that segment over and over and over again, just watching her just get destroyed, pointing out that she tried to keep a man on death row after evidence was found that he was not the murderer. So basically saying, I'm going to put you to death. I don't care that you are innocent. Keeping people in prison to be used as cheap labor to fight forest fires for $1 an hour. Insane. Oh, and also laughing about smoking marijuana while putting thousands of people behind bars. And then, on a funnier note, saying about how she listened to Tupac and Biggie in college. Except that was before Tupac and Biggie even had any music out. These people are all grifters. Joe Biden is a grifter. Kamala Harris is a grifter. Their entire purpose is to simply see where the wind blows. And you can see right now, the polls are showing that, hey, people want law and order. People don't want their churches burned down. They don't want their businesses burned down. They don't want to be attacked in the streets, murdered in the streets for having a political opinion. I know, it's absolutely shocking. So now that they see that, they're saying, hey, you know what? Riots are bad. For months, saying that riots, not saying a single word about the riots, calling them peaceful protesters. And now all of a sudden, because the polls are going in Donald Trump's favor, they say, hey, you know what? Those riots, they're not a good thing. We've made these leftists do a complete and total 180. They went from, there's no riots, these are all peaceful protests, to all of a sudden, riots are bad. Wait a second. So for months you were telling me that they didn't even existed, that these were all simple, peaceful protests. And now, because because it's not politically expedient, it's not going to help you in the polls to deny reality. I know, shocking. Now all of a sudden you're going to come up and say riots are bad, guys. We condemn it. Will Trump condemn the violence? Jesus, these people are nuts. But with that said, meet the rioting criminals Kamala Harris helped bail. Now, this is a Twitter post. If you're able to, chip in now. The Minnesota Freedom Fund to help post bail for those protesting on the ground in Minnesota. So as we scroll down here, we're going to take a look at some of the people that got pulled out of jail because of Kamala Harris and trying to solicit donations in Minnesota for their peaceful protests. Let's take a look at what these peaceful protesters were doing. Among those bailed out by the Minnesota Freedom Fund is a suspect who shot at police, a woman accused of killing a friend, and a twice convicted sex offender according to court records. According to attempted murder charges, Jalal Stallings shot at members of a SWAT team during the riots in May. Police recovered a modified pistol that looked like an AK-47. MMFF paid $75,000 in cash to get Stallings out of jail. Darnica Floyd is charged with second-degree murder for stabbing a friend to death. MFF paid $100,000 cash for her release. Christopher Boswell, get this, a twice-convicted rapist, is currently charged with kidnapping, assault, and sexual assault in 2 separate cases. MMFF paid $350,000 in cash for his release. This is insane. And the fact that, can you imagine if this was on the right? The media would be 100% nonstop coverage of this, pulling the right through the mud. But because the left does it, it doesn't matter. The left does blackface, doesn't matter. The left says, the N-word or basically any racial, violent or, racial words whatsoever, doesn't matter. Say that babies should be able to be killed after being born, doesn't matter. State that you are a race that you are not. State that you're Native American when you're not. Doesn't matter. There's no cultural appropriation if you're on the left. But if you're on the right, you're attacked nonstop. It's absolutely insane. These people are nuts. I think it was Michael Knowles who said, if the left didn't have standards, they wouldn't have any standards at all. I mean, that's perfect. All right, this is probably where my video is going to get pulled down for simply reporting facts. These are facts. This is the CDC. These are real numbers. Here we go. Let's see if I can get through this. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to show you here is a graph that is going to show the total deaths from the RE. We're gonna call it the RE. This is from the RE, guys. These numbers are from the RE, and they look high, right? 24,000, 18,000, 14,000, 9,000, 4,000, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000, right? These are a lot of deaths, right? From the RE. But if we go into here and we highlight this, what happens to those numbers? Now you're probably wondering what this is. Why does this say total deaths and why does this say RE deaths? Huh. Why is that? Well, you see, these total deaths here is everyone who died from this. These deaths are specifically linked to the RE. And what does that mean? These are the deaths that happened from the RE. Okay? What these deaths are going to show you is people with comorbidities. People that have lung issues, people that have diabetes, People that have, diseases that can kill you on a daily basis and simply had the while they died. Now look at these numbers. Now look at these numbers. If you are a healthy person, this thing is not that dangerous. Now, of course, take precautions, wear a mask if you feel it's appropriate, listen to your doctor and what they say, but let's not jump into everything and use fear as the way we view the world. Let's actually look at the numbers and look at the statistics. So people 85 and over, 5,000, 75, 4,000. You can see it. You see the numbers, right? So if you are of the age 45 and above, you are a majority of the deaths. 85 or above is a huge amount. Honestly, if you're above 55, that's when the 2,000 mark hits. If you're at 45, it's less than 1,000. 45 to 54 is less than 1,000. And if you're under 44 years of age, there's only been around 420 people. If you're under the age of 30, if you're under the age of 44 in a country of 365 million people. Wow. The fact that these numbers are now being released and the way that we've been treating this thing actually boggles the mind. And I'm not surprised that the deaths in America have been, relatively high. Obviously we're not the top of the list. I think we're currently ranked like 13 or something right now in the world. But America's fat. I don't know if you noticed this, guys. We have a huge heart problem. We have a huge diabetes problem. We have fat kids. We have we have terrible food. Everything filled with GMOs. I mean, everyone eats like crap here. It's very, very rare that you meet people that are eating all organic, eating clean, drinking plenty of water, working out, exercising, meditation, etc. You don't see it. And so the fact that these numbers are so low is very, very encouraging. If you're somebody who takes care of yourself, if you're someone who exercises on a daily basis, if you're someone who makes sure to take care of their mental fitness as well as their physical fitness, percentage wise, you are very safe. We are in a country of 365 million people. If you were to add all these numbers together, let's take a look. So 365 million people in the United States. You're not supposed to do math, right? Never do math on a podcast. 5, 4, 9, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. So about 17,000 people in a country of 365 million. This is great news, guys. But is the media going to talk about it? Of course not. So we'll see. We'll see exactly how it goes. Final. Now, this speech just came out a few minutes ago, less than an hour ago, according to this stream here. And I just wanted to play a certain part of the clip that's very, very odd. And I'm just going to have you watch it and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Very interesting.
Now, we have to stand against violence in every form it takes. Violence we've seen again and again and again of unwarranted police shooting, excessive force, 7 bullets to the back of Jacob Blake.
Jacob Blake, once again, this guy is continually pushed as some sort of martyr. Why can't these leftists actually find a real, legit martyr? You are constantly listing cases where the man or woman is a total piece of shit. Through and through. This guy allegedly is a rapist. He's a domestic abuser. From the reports that I've heard, he also had a restraining order against him from this woman that he stole the car keys from. He resisted arrest. He went to go get a knife in the car and he was shot because of it. Insane. Not surprised, though, if it's a black man and he's killed, doesn't matter the circumstances, just burn, loot, murder. Black Lives Matter, guys.
Knee on the neck of George Floyd.
Knee on the neck of George Floyd. Again, take a look at the information. His toxicology report is absolutely insane. The amount of fentanyl that was in his system. I showed a video previously where they highlighted that he may or may not have had something in his mouth, a bag in his mouth, something of 2 milligrams of fentanyl. A lethal dose, according to toxicology reports. But again, here we go again.
Killing of Breonna Taylor in her own apartment.
Breonna Taylor, here's another one. Her boyfriend shot through the door at police officers. Now, this is the one. You know, I made a video about this. I do not believe in no-knock warrants under, you know, drugs and stuff like that. Now, certain crimes, we're talking about kidnapping, hostage situations, you know, child trafficking or trafficking in general. Okay, I'm with it. But stuff like this, like drug sales and, you know, not really with it. But again, it's going to be very difficult for the state to go against these officers considering they got shot at first. But again, another martyr.
Violence of extremists and opportunists.
This is the part I really want you to watch, though. Take a look at this. Very weird.
Right-wing militias. 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 Militia. 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 And to derail any hope and support for progress.
What the heck was that? What was that? And I had to verify this because I'm like, maybe it was just that stream. You know, maybe another stream didn't have this. You know, they have these people that go to the White House. They don't all always have the same feed. But every single video that I went to search for this, it happened to every single one of them. Which means that their feeds were all somehow connected. I don't know. What was he trying to say? He said right-wing militias, and then a huge portion of that is chunked out, and then he says the rest of what he says. But when you put those together, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I don't know, guys. The fact that he said this is, I don't know. Hopefully something comes out. Hopefully someone was recording during it. But at the end of this thing here, let me see if I can get to it. Get to the end of his speech. He walks off. Let's see if I can get to it. Right here.
Our troops.
There's cameras, but there's no clapping. You know, a reporter asked him a question, doesn't answer it, walks away. This guy is screwed. Am I the only one who thinks this guy's screwed? I don't know. This is just nuts. Low energy, guys. I'm low energy today. Trying to get hyped up. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still so mad about yesterday. I'm still so mad about that guy getting killed. And again, you know, I start off this podcast with a white guy getting attacked for being white. What is going on in America, guys? These leftists are insane. We have to fight them. If they're going to take our streets, we're going to... No, I can't say that. Anyway, you know what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it on. Coal Factory getting nice and hot. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you gained a little bit of your sanity back. I do these streams because the mainstream media just doesn't tell it how it is. They don't give the facts. And, you know, I just want to give you the truth and skinny every single time. I want to give you the God honest truth, the way I see it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe, like, and or comment. I'll see you guys in the next podcast. The Coal Factory marching on. Let's get Donald Trump into office. Trump 2020. Love you guys. Peace.